uh, rotodynamic pumps. Introduction. Liquids have to be moved from one location to another and one level to another in domestic, agricultural, and industrial spheres. The liquid is more often water in the domestic and agricultural sphere. In industries, chemicals, petroleum product, and in some cases, slurries have to be moved by pumping. So three types of pumps are in use. One, the rotodynamics pump, which moves the fluid by dynamic action of imparting momentum to the fluid using mechanical energy. Two, the reciprocating pump, which first trap the liquid in a cylinder by suction and then push the liquid against pressure. Three, the rotary positive displacement pump, which also trap the liquid in a volume and push the same out against pressure. The difference lang ng reciprocating and rotary, siyempre, yung rotary is rotating and reciprocating is yung atras abante. Okay. Dito tayo sa uh, rotodynamics. Rotodynamics is also centrifugal pump. So this also called because energy is imparted to the fluid by centrifugal action of moving blades from the inner radius to the outer radius. The main components of the centrifugal pumps are 1, the impeller, 2, the casing, and 3, the drive shaft with gland and packing. Dito yung shaft niya yan. This is the casing at ito yung impeller. Additionally, suction pipe with one-way valve, put valve, and delivery pipe with delivery valve completes the system. So the liquid enters the eye of the impeller. Ito, this is the eye. Actually, due to the suction created by the impeller motion. The impeller blades guide the fluid and imparts momentum to the fluid, which increases the total head or pressure of the fluid, causing the fluid to flow out. The fluid comes out at high velocity, which is not directly usable. So the casing can be of simply volute type or diffuser can be used as desired. The volute is a spiral casing of gradually increasing cross-section. A part of the kinetic energy and the fluid is converted to pressure in the casing. So figure 1 shows the sectional view of centrifugal pump. Gland and packing, also called stopping box, is used to reduce leakage along the drive shaft. By the use of the volute only, a small fraction of kinetic head can be recovered as useful static head. A diffuser can diffuse the flow more efficiently and recover kinetic head as useful head. Ito yan. So, a view of such arrangement is shown in figure 2. This one is diffuser. Diffuser pump are also called turbine pump, as this resembles Francis turbine with flow direction reverse. Impeller, yan. The impeller consists of a disc with blades mounted perpendicular on its surface. So the blades may of three different orientation. So lagi niyo itong maririnig. So these are the 1, radial, 2, backward curve, and 3, forward curve. Backward and forward refers to the direction of motion of the disc periphery. Of this, the most popular one is the backward curve type due to its desirable characteristic, which reference with reference to the static head develop and power variation with flow rate. Later sa mga graph niya makikita niya yan. So a simple disc with blades mounted perpendicular on it is called open impeller. If another disc is used to cover the blade, this type is called shrouded impeller. Ito, may cover siya. This is more popular with water pumps. Open impellers are well adapted for use with dirty or water-containing solid. The third type is just the blades spreading out of the shaft. Yung blade lang, walang cover yung ito, wala ito. Yung blade lang makikita mo. So these are used to pump slurries. Yung mga open. Yung blade lang. Impellers may be of cast iron or bronze or steel or special alloys as required by the application. In order to maintain constant radial velocity, the width of the impeller will be wider at entrance and narrower at the exit. This may also be noted in figure 1. So the blades are generally cast integral with the discs. Recently, even plastic material is used for the impeller. To start delivery of the fluid, the casing and impeller should be filled with fluid without any air pockets. This is called priming. May laman dapat yung pump mo. If air is present, then there will be only compression and no delivery of fluid. In order to release any air into an air valve is generally provided. The one-way put valve, an air valve is generally provided. Period. So the one-way put valve keeps the suction line and pump casing filled with water. Walang lalabas na tubig pag stop yung pump. So classifications. So as already mentioned, centrifugal pumps may be classified in several ways. So on the basis of the speed, as meron tayong low speed, medium speed, and high speed. On the basis of the direction of flow of fluid, the classification is radial, mixed flow, and radial flow. Okay, so nadoble yata yung radial. So on the basis of axial yung isa dyan, axial flow. On the basis of heads, may be classified as low head, 10 meters and below. Medium head, 10 to 50 meters, and high head pumps. Single entry type and double entry type. So andyan sa figure 3, dito is another classification. Double entry pipe, so B, have both have blades on both sides of the impeller. This leads to reduction in axial thrust and increase in flow for the same speed in diameter. Yan. Tsaka na lang yung mga correction dyan. Now, eh, when the head required is high, which cannot be developed by a single impeller, multi-staging is used. Mga high pressure, low flow. And depth well. Yan. Submersible pumps, the diameter is limited by the diameter of the bore well casing. So in this case, multi-stage pump becomes a must. In multi-stage pump, several impellers are mounted on the same shaft, and the outlet flow of the one impeller is led to the inlet of the next impeller. Yan, yung impeller na yan, sunod-sunod yan. Okay? Vertical nyo. The total head, and so on. The total head developed equals the sum of head developed by all the stages. Pumps may also be operated in parallel to obtain large volume of flow. The classification may also be based on the specific speed of the pump. The expression for the dimensionless specific speed is given in equation 1. Ns is equal to n times the square root of q over gh is equal to 3/4. Any units kasi dimensionless yan. Okay? May g siya, may g. So more often, dimensional specific speed is used in practice. So in this case, Ns is equal to n square root of q over s exponent 3/4. Take note, yung walang g dyan. So, ang n dyan is RPM, q is cubic meter per second, and h in meter. So, later, meron tayong discussion din about the English units. Iba ang value ng ns nun. So, sa English units, yung q is GPM, yung h in feet. Oops, this is in meter, okay? Typical values are given in table 1. Sa pumps, specific speed classification of pumps, meron tayong flow direction, radial, ang speed niya low, medium, high. So, andito yung dimensional specific speed, 10 to 30 is low. So, 830 to 50, medium, 50 to 80. So, non-dimensional, ito yung common value niya. Kikita niyo. Sa pump. So, English units, mas mataas yan ang numerical value. So, mixed flow, so yan, 80 to 160. Axial flow, 100 to 450. So, mas mataas yung specific speed ng axial. Mababa yung sa radial. So, this is, sabihin, low flow, high head. So, ito ulit para malinaw. Hindi ko na-delete. Next, pressure developed by the impeller. The general arrangement of centrifugal pumps shown in figure 4. At dito yung pump. Ito yung water level. Iaakit mo doon. So, ito yung suction side and this one is discharge side. So, SS is the suction level above the water level. HD is the delivery level or discharge level above the impeller outlet. So, FD and SFS are friction losses. So, ito naman sa delivery line or discharge line. Ito naman sa suction line. So, BS and BD are the pipe velocity. Applying Bernoulli's equation between the water level and pump suction, P sub A over gamma is equal to HS plus HFS plus BS squared over 2G plus PS over gamma. Okay. From dito sa level na to, P is atmospheric. So, kaya ito absolute pressure tong PS. Yan. Dito, gamma yan. Yan lang ang pressure mo. Tapos, at this point naman, so ito na, SS plus SFS plus, yan. So then, PS over gamma is equal to PA over gamma minus SS minus SFS minus BS squared over 2G. So, ito na yung suction head mo. Similarly, applying Bernoulli's theorem between the pump delivery and the delivery at the tank. So, discharge side, P sub D over gamma plus D squared 2G plus, yan, at zero elevation. Kasi ang change of elevation may SD. So, is equal to, dito naman, ang baliktas atmospheric siya. May PA over gamma plus SD over plus S of D. Okay? So, hindi siya, dito, yung paglabas niya dito, hindi sa aakyat doon. Kailangan mo ng pump uli. Hindi siya madi-distribute. Di ba yung iba kasi ginagawa, by gravity. Hindi niya by gravity pag wala kang pipe. Pag may pipe ka, hindi mo makakuha sa gravity yun. So, P sub D is equal, over gamma is equal to P sub A gamma plus HD plus HFD. Where P sub D is the pressure at the pump delivery. From equation 46, P sub D minus gamma minus PS over gamma is equal to P sub A gamma plus HD plus SFD minus P sub A gamma plus BS squared 2G plus SS plus SFS. Remember na nag-add yung friction niya. Okay? So, ito naman is yung discharge total dynamic head na tatawagin natin mamaya. PD over gamma minus PS over gamma is equal to HD plus SS plus H sub F, total na yan, plus BS squared over 2G. Yan. So, is equal to HE plus BS squared over 2G. HE is yan yung equivalent head. HE, the total discharge, suction, SF. Then, manometric head. The official code defines the head on the pump as the difference in total energy head at the suction and discharge plants. This head is defined as the manometric head. Yan. The total energy at the suction head expressed as head of fluid is speed, meter, yan, is equal to PS over gamma plus BS squared over 2G plus CZ. Well, CC is the height of the suction gauge from the datum. Suction side, doon mismo sa pump. The total energy at the delivery of the pump is PD over gamma plus BD squared over 2G plus CD. CD is the height of the delivery gauge from the datum. So the difference in total energy is defined as SM. Kasi depende sa ano kung saan mo nakalagay yung gauge mo. Is equal to PD over gamma minus PS over gamma plus BD squared minus BS squared over 2G plus CD minus CS. Equation 7, kayo na tumingin naman equation number. PD over P gamma is equal minus PS over gamma is equal to SA plus BS over 2, BS is over 2G. Substitute SM is equal to SE plus BD squared over 2G plus CD minus C. So, yan yung manometric head. As CD minus CS is small and B is squared over 2G is also small, as the gauges are fixed, as close as possible. So the manometric head is equal to the static head plus the all losses. Okay? Static head, ito. Yan. Pag ganito configuration na, nasa taas siya. Later, pag ito nabalik, pag ito nasa taas naman dito, isang tangke niya, dito sa galing. So siyempre, negative mo na ang value niyan. Okay, so itong itsura natin, anong basehan? Kaya ulitin ko, pag ito nalipat sa tangke dito sa isang lugar, so yung excess mo, magni-negative, kaya magma-minus to. So dito, ano siya, below siya ng central line ng pump, kaya siya mag-a-add. Kasi total lift niya, SS plus ST. Okay, energy transfer by impeller. The energy transfer is given by Euler turbine equation applied to work absorbing machine. So, derived mo ito sa ano, di ba? Ibang topic. So, the work is equal to negative of U1, B sub U1 minus U2, B sub U2. Yan. Figure 5. This is for backward curve bladed pump. So, U1 times B sub U1. So magiging U2 B sub U2 minus U sub 1 B sub U1. So this can be expressed as ideal head imparted as its ideal is equal to U2 B sub U2 minus U1 B sub U1 over G. Yan, B sub U2 and U2. The velocity diagram at inlet and outlet of a backward curve bend impeller is shown in figure 5. The inlet wheel is generally 0. Inlet, dito. So there is no guide bends at the import mill. So the inlet triangle is right angle. So B1 is equal to BF1 and U1 is radial. So tangent of beta 1 is equal to B1 over U1 or BF1 over U1. So B sub U1 is 0. Radial siya. So S ideal is U2 over B sub U2 over G. Okay, mawala yung to, 0. From the outlet triangle, U2 is equal to B pi D2 over N over 60. So B sub U2 is equal to U2 minus B sub F2 over tangent of beta 2. Its ideal now is U2 over D times U2 minus BF2 over tangent of beta 2. So pag nag-solve ka ng problem, lagi niyong gagamitin to. Now, the manometric efficiency is defined as the ratio of the manometric head and ideal head. Okay, may mga problem solving yan. So Nm is equal to the manometric efficiency is Hm times G over U2 times U2 minus B sub F2 over tangent of beta 2. Well, Sm is the static head plus all losses now for practical purposes. Now the mechanical efficiency and mechanical is energy transfer to the fluid divided by the work input or U2 B sub U2 times Q times rho over power input. Okay? B sub U2 ayun sa taas ang value. Then overall efficiency. So NO is overall static head times Q times rho times G over power input. There are always some leakages of the fluid after being imparted by the impeller. So volumetric efficiency is equal to volume delivered divided by volume passing to impeller. So thus NO is equal to NM, NB mechanical and the volumetric efficiency. But HE is equal to U2 B sub U2 over G minus B sub D squared over 2G. Then BD squared over 2G is not really useful as the output of the pump. Hence, the useful output of the energy transferred as head is taken as HE. A. This is the as head. The useful energy amount of energy transferred. LS mo yung out discharge sa velocity. So, di mo naman din naman yung pressure. Ayan ang velocity diagram. Triangle. So by algebraic manipulation, this can be obtained as H is equal to U sub 2 squared minus B sub F squared cosecant squared beta 2. Cosecant yan, 2G. Huwag natin ayusin. Ayan. This is the useful amount of energy transferred. Next, the sleep and sleep factor. In the analysis, it is assumed that all the fluid between two blade passages have the same velocity, both magnitude of direction. Actually, at the leading edge, the pressure is higher and the velocity is lower. On the trailing edge, the pressure is lower and the velocity is higher. This leads to a recirculation over the blade, causing a non-uniform velocity distribution. The average angle at which the fluid leaves the blade is less than the blade's angle. The result is a reduction in the exit wear velocity V sub U2. So V sub U2 is also called wear velocity. This is illustrated in figure 40. So ito yung actual velocity triangle mo with slip. Okay, practice ng solve. The solid lines represent the velocity diagram without slip. The angle beta is the blade angle. The dotted lines represent the velocity diagram after the slip. The angle beta 2 prime is less than beta 2. So, it may be seen that B sub U2 prime is less than B sub U2. So, the ratio of B sub U2 prime over B sub U2 is known as the slip factor. The result of this slip is that the energy transferred to the fluid is less than the theoretical value. Theoretical is sigma S minus U2 B sub U2 over G, where sigma S is the slip coefficient or slip factor. Okay.